This is an interesting few lines here from Jerry Thorney's piece in Quintalago in Portugal. Ross Byrne's expected to be named for his full Test debut against England on Saturday with Jack Carty on the bench. So obviously a complete neophyte pairing of 10s starting and on the bench. Joe Schmidt will announce the Irish team and replacements for the Twickenham warm-up game from the squad's base in the Algarve today. So obviously good sources have already kind of got a heads up on what the team is going to be. The Irish head coach has been obliged to fast-track the development of both Byrne and Carty in light of the ankle injury, which has placed a doubt over Joey Carbery's place in the World Cup squad. The language around Joey Carbery has changed a good bit in the last 24, 48 hours from he'll be grand, he'll be back in the middle, he'll be ready for the Scotland game, to he's now a significant doubt for a place in the squad. Maybe that language has changed to give both of the vying 10s a real sense that something is up for grabs here. Like a big role in Ireland's World Cup is up for grabs if you step forward. So maybe it's a challenge to the two lads over the last 10 days of squad to try and separate one from the other so it's a clear winner and they've no choice but to select Ross Byrne or Jack Carty, because if he's not going, they're probably going to bring both. But the notion that he's been obliged to fast-track their development because of this recent injury, I don't buy that at all. Like, we knew that Johnny Sexton has frequently had injury issues over the last 4 years. So we knew that there was going to be no Paddy Jackson in this squad. We knew that Ian Madigan wasn't going to be available, which means that you're left with just Joey Carbery as somebody who's played any significant international rugby, and not even that much international rugby. So he's had a long time to build a squad and hasn't built the squad. What the hell have they been doing for the last 4 years that now we have these two who've got very few caps between them?
Like you would immediately go back to Australia last summer. I know you mentioned this yesterday, but I think you were actually making the point before that tour that do you not just give Sexton the summer off, because it's two-pronged approach to that. First of all, Sexton comes back a bit more refreshed going into a vital season, and second of all, you get somebody pitch time, and whoever that may be in the second test or whatever, it could have been, like, it would have been probably Carthy or would have been Ross Byrne at that moment. They would have lost the series.
Maybe not.
They would have gained something in the long term.
Maybe they wouldn't have lost the series.
Given the very fine margins, they might have done, but like it doesn't matter. That's a hypothetical. But I think the positive. Exactly, I was going to say.
After this World Cup, was everybody going to go, oh, you got knocked out in the group stages because you know out half, or you got beaten in the quarterfinal because you know out half, but you beat those Australians in that. Remember that? Remember the Australian team who reached the semi-finals here? You guys beat them in Test series down under. Well done. It was great. Congratulations. Is that the thing that we're going to look back on? It isn't.
No, not a chance. I think when you look at the positives and the negatives there, it's far outweighed in terms of actually just saying to yourself, let's plan for the scenario that Johnny Sexton gets injured and misses the entire World Cup. Who do you want to be our substitute out half if Joey Carbery is our starter? But I'm sure that is a question that they've asked. Like, they've surely pondered every single injury scenario.
Then why have these two not got more caps? Why is Ross Byrne making his debut at the weekend?
Who knows? Maybe the Irish management team actually thought to themselves, winning is more important than building squad depth, where you only need one. You need two great players in every position, and they had achieved that at out half. Maybe after they had established Joey Carbery, they saw the drop off in standard and thought to themselves, fingers crossed, there's no way we can create squad depth here in a manner that will allow Ireland to be a squad that can go all the way in the World Cup.
Maybe Sam Monson has a pinned tweet. He works for PFF. He's a regular on our NFL show, and his pinned tweet is John Gruden asking Tom Moore. They're talking about Peyton Manning, and they're at training one day, and Gruden's looking around. Gruden turns around and goes to Tom Moore, "Why do Peyton Manning's backups not get more reps, opportunities?" And Moore goes, "Fellas, if 18 goes down, we're fucked, and we don't practice fucked." And it's like, maybe if Johnny Sexton and Joey Carbery go down, that's it. We've got no hope.
It seems that way.
That's and so there's no point in giving the lads games but that doesn't make any sense, because it's your third and fourth choice players who are going to be playing in a semi-final and final, just by virtue of the injury profile of teams who win the World Cup, with that exception of the last time when Dan Carter played brilliantly in the final in 2015.
We need to send one of them off fishing like Beaver Donalds a few years ago. Bring him back into the squad for a World Cup quarter final.